God in the form of care of the apparent bodies, Om. And of course, this extends to God in the form of seeming multi-species, Gifo, God in the form of what are called animals that have no differentiation in God reality. There is no more one body that is more important than another body, Om. So there should be care for the apparent bodies, God in the form of all seeming, God in the form of animals, God in the form of all seeming species, Om. And God, Intel Tech, evolutioning, is to assist even those seeming multi-species from certain violences, interspecies, multi-species violence as well. Yes, that can be evolved and alleviated as well. There is God vision that says such as revelations. The God visions are manifest as solutioning for what is called Gifo interspecies violence as well, Om. So there is the God absolute love, care, treatment of God in the form of apparent bodies, animals, Om. Ceasing the needless ingestion through God evolution. And such God in the form of myself, God myself, as even what are called the smallest. There is no large and small in God reality, but in fiction, what would be considered even the smallest get for apparent bodies, such as bugs, God in the form of ants, all intelligent, God in the form of bees, God in the form of all sorts of insects, God in the form of worms, God in the form of the smallest seeming creatures, bodies that are all one, all God life, all deserving of life, the whole life. Now there is violence inherent seemingly in God manifestation. But this is about reduction of violence to as much as seemingly possible. And God thought. God whole thought that is inclusive of all of God manifestation. And the whole functioning, the whole God functioning of care of apparent bodies, God in the form of seeming objects, God in the form of trees, God in the form of grass, God in the form of leaves, God in the form of bushes, God in the form of endless seeming forms, God in the form of trees, Om. The whole communicating network. No, nothing isolated. No apparent bodies isolated. All alive. And the God evolution is the bioengineering of alternatives to such violence as cutting and destroying God in the form of trees. Om. There are alternative God Intel Tech methods that are to evolve all of this violence out, to cease it. So when there is witnessing, there should be a caring, again, about all bodies that are oneself, one's real self. Om. All bodies are oneself. There is no primary personal body. There are no distinctions such as that in God reality. All bodies are God myself. So if there's God in the form of witnessing of grass, there's not pulling up of grass. If there's God in the form of, there's witnessing of God in the form of a bush, God in the form of a bush, there's no picking off of the leaves. If there is witnessing of God in the form of a flower, there is no picking that flower and ending its form. No matter what its usage could be. Its usage is what its functioning should be. As alive. The witnessing is of the awareness. Then the awareness is all-inclusive. There is nothing that is rejected in awareness. Nothing. All is God's self. Unnecessarily violence is to end. There has to be witnessing to see. There has to be God vision. God vision that is not to harm apparent bodies that are all God myself, the true self. Care. Tending to. Love. Om.